Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing another show and tell. I will be showing you all my Kodak point and shoot cameras, and I'm also hoping to help those who are on the market looking at digital cameras like these instead of going for the typical ones that a lot of YouTubers have been showing. There are better ones out there. Yes, there are other ones that are more aesthetically the late 90s, early 2000s, and that I do believe is with Kodak, especially with Kodak Color. And just the time period when I was growing up, I seen more Kodak commercials, and also more people were using Kodak digital cameras. This is my Kodak DC290. I got my hands on this point and shoot because of my last show and tell. I showcased memorabilia of the Kodak DC290 being part of the movie Mission Impossible 2, though in that movie they used the DC265. The 2.1 megapixel camera 25 years later still looks great with a max resolution of 2240 by 1500 in JPEG, while in high resolution 1792 by 1200 you get the option to shoot uncompressed TIFF format file. The camera uses CF cards, and I have a 256 megabyte card that gives me 247 shots in JPEG ultra quality. If you change it to uncompressed TIFF on high resolution, you get 39 shots. I could say more about this camera though. To keep it short and sweet, the DC290 is a great camera if you're looking for that low megapixel, great color, which Kodak is known for. Despite it being a CF card and using 4 AA batteries, I still recommend it if you're looking for a fun point and shoot camera. Next is my DC280, which was one of the models used in Mission Impossible 2 in a scene. A really fun to use, much simpler than the DC290. This camera has a few features, and it's a very straightforward point and shoot camera. I do like that I can change the effects color to black and white. Also the ability to add borders to your photos from the camera, though I think you get the borders from software that would have came with the camera. I'm looking into messing around with that to get the full effect of a retro style photo. Just like the DC290, it uses 4 AA batteries and a CF card. I have an 8 GB card surprisingly formatted and gave me the max storage of 204 megabytes. Quality set to best, resolution high at 1760 by 1168. I get 346 shots with this 2 megapixel camera. The DC280 is new to me and I'm still figuring it out. Being it is the lowest resolution camera I own, I think that is why I'm having trouble getting every shot perfect. When up close, I get blurry shots because I get too close or the zoom was a bit too much. The lens is a 30 to 60 millimeter compared to the 290, which is a 38 to 115 millimeter. Both the DC280 and 290 share the batteries I use with my Sega Nomad, 1.6 volt rechargeable batteries. I get much better runtime using these batteries with my 290. The 280 is not as power hungry compared to the 290, so the runtime has been pretty good as well. My Kodak EasyShare CX7530, a 5 megapixel beast released in 2004, a more modern power efficient camera that uses 2 AA batteries, which I use Energizer 1.2 volt batteries, with a max resolution of 2560 by 1920, with a 1 gigabyte SD card that gives me 634 shots. I use this camera on auto mainly, and video mode with a max resolution of 640 by 480 with a runtime of 55 minutes. With the right lighting, it can look okay, though an iPhone 3GS at the same resolution performs better. This camera is SD card sensitive. I recommend staying below 2 gigabytes to guarantee it'll work. This camera also has built-in storage, though very small, and you would need the cable to copy over the photos to your computer. If you want that happy medium, pick up and start shooting, this 5 megapixel camera may be the one you want. All the cameras I've mentioned so far all have great built-in flashes. The last Kodak camera I have is an FZ55, which is an all-in-one retro style camera. Though being that Kodak licensed the name out and doesn't produce cameras anymore, this is a mixed bag. On one hand, you get a load of features, 16 megapixel, the ability to even set it as low as 1 megapixel. It doesn't hold up as well next to the other ones I've mentioned. I enjoy the video mode, though you will hear motor sounds from it, and also the audio is poor, which isn't something that should shock you. I have a problem with the focusing, EV, and the flash being harsh doesn't help. I want to add a filter to the flash so it's not as bright. The EV is hit or miss. You need to step up 1 or step down 1. Focus compared to the FZ45, I was told, is better than the FZ55, but I'm not sure how much better it would be, being how similar they are. With all that said, I would still give it a try, being it does have great photo quality, with a resolution of 4608 by 3456. It can recognize up to a 512 gigabyte SD card, and I have tested it with one of the SD card adapters, and it was able to recognize it as well. The camera uses a rechargeable battery that does hold up well. I haven't done a full battery test, though you will get a lot of shots out of it before it dies. And you also can buy additional batteries if needed on Amazon. It comes with a USB cable to charge or transfer photos. The camera does have a 64 megabyte built-in storage, though I would recommend grabbing a 1 gigabyte or more. With that, leave your comments down below. Let's have a discussion, and I'll see you in the next one.